Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera to our lecturer T.S. Nur Saidi Mahat. My name is Izwan Hakimi bin Tahir from Group 3. In this video, we would like to present about the case study that we have chosen for our report. Before we start, here are our members that will present after this. We start with me, Izwan Hakimi bin Tahir, along with David Adam Nain, anak Matias, Frederick Kiai, anak Binka, Raja Azim Fahim bin Raja Idris, Muhammad Arash Aiman bin Ahmad, and lastly would be Wan Naim Aizuddin bin Wan Nairi Azifix. We are going to discuss the case study based on the contents, namely introduction to case study, case elaboration, and possible causes, faults, and precautions, safety and correction measures, and lastly is a conclusion.
My name is Raja Azim Fahim bin Raja Idris. I would like to present about the introduction of our assignment. Construction accidents are injuries or property damage that occur as a result of effort to construct, improve, repair, clean, demolish, or construct in a specific facility. Accidents in the construction industry can result in property damage as well as personal injury. Construction worker accidents are one of two main forms of construction accidents. The source of construction accidents result in an employee who has been engaged to execute construction site work being injured or damaged. Injuries caused by machineries, utilities, or dangerous work zones are examples of these sorts of incident. Next, I would like to talk about the case elaboration. The case we study is fire at Tuas Industrial Unit at Singapore. This case is about the explosion happened at 32E Tuas Avenue 11. On Wednesday, February 24, a loud explosion was being heard by Mr. Frankie Koh, a logistic manager at Boyer located in the next building, said around 11:20 a.m. According to Mr. Silas Seng, who is also the head of Manpower Ministry Occupational Safety and Health Division, the explosion at 32E Tuas Avenue 11 was caused by a flammable dust explosion.
Hello, my name is David Adam. As we all know, construction is a dangerous profession. If we work in the building industries, all the possible risks and the most common building accidents are well understood. It is up to everyone to ensure that the safety procedures are put in place and complied with when the risks are high. If not, fatal results could occur. On February 24th, 10 people were taken to the hospital in Singapore with burns after what witnesses described as a loud explosion at an industrial building in Tuas. There are a few faults that might be the reason of the accidents, such as fire and explosion, machineries, cigarettes, toxic industrial waste collector, and lastly is combustible dust. So for fire and explosions, a fire or an explosion on a building site may caused by many things. All it takes for a spark to go off in the wrong place, from exposed electrical wiring to leaking pipes and gases. And any nearby employees or visitors could be seriously injured or killed.
Okay, and my name is Frederick Kiai, so I'm gonna continue the presentation with machineries. Heavy machinery is required for construction site. However, all kinds of dangerous construction malfunction are waiting to happen, from jackhammer to bulldozer. Machineries on construction site must be managed in a suitable manner, from laceration and cuts to broken bones, paralysis, and even death. The reason of the explosion could be leak from fuel machinery, electrical wiring to leaking pipe and gases, and any nearby employees or visitors could be seriously injured or killed. And for the next part is cigarettes or e-cigarettes. E-cigarette fires and explosion are not common, but their consequence can be devastating for the victim. Lithium-ion battery failure is the main causes of fire and explosion. One of the workers might be smoking nearby and causes a leakage or throw away cigarettes to the gas area, so it can causes the explosion.
Next is the toxic industrial waste collector. It is said that the incident occurred at the site of the industrial waste collector, which is unifying Star Petrochemical, or known as USP, in Singapore. According to our information in this case study, the fire broke out with materials such as recycled oil and solvents on the building, whereas the flames later spread to the drains. Last but not least, the combustible dust. The Hazardous Products Regulation WHMIS 2015 defines that combustible dust in Canada as a mixture or substance in the form of finely divided solid particles that, upon ignition, is liable to catch fire or explode when dispersed in air. Most of these materials are not typically explosive, but if the particles are the right fit and intensity, they will burn and ignite easily.
4.0 Precautions, Safety and Correction Measures. Construction sites are dangerous places to work, so we have to beware about our surroundings. Taking precaution and safety measures might help us to lower the chances of accident being happen. From Tuas fire incidents, we know that the fire occurs from the combustible dust. Below are the examples of precautions, safety, and correction measures. Number 1. Wear PPE all the time. Number 2. Follow safety sign and procedure. Number 3. Use equipment properly. Number 4. Electrical safety. And number 5. Beware of fire hazards. 4.1 Wear PPE all the time. So, what is PPE? PPE is a personal protective equipment. When you access the site, please ensure you have all the necessary PPE. PPE is essential because it is your last line of defense if you come into contact with a hazard on the job site. High vis allows you to be seen more easily. Safety boots provide traction and protect your feet. And one friendly reminder, hard hats can be easily replaced, but not your skull.
I'm Muhammad Arash Aiman bin Ahmad. 4.2 Follow safety sign and procedure. Safety signs are known as correction measure and it must put before the work begin. It is important because from the sign, it indicates the do's and don'ts. The contractor must put the safety sign to ensure the safety measure been taken. To follow the safety procedure also can reduce the injury happen at construction site. 4.3 Use equipment properly. When operating equipment, extreme precautions should be taken. Before operating a piece of equipment, be sure you know the proper operating procedure and safety precaution. You must be fully trained by an expert operator before attempting to use any tool or piece of equipment, and make sure all machines function properly and that all electrical connections are properly made at construction site.
Next is electrical safety. You will have identified the potential electrical hazard on the construction site, so make sure you are familiar with what has been learned, and you should become familiar with the location of the main panel or sub-panels in use, as well as how to turn them off in case of an emergency. Other than that, if extension cables are needed, they should be neatly arranged and not allowed to become tangled. Such cords should be tapped to the floor to limit the danger of someone stumbling over them. Next is beware of fire hazards. Install smoke detectors or alarm in key areas of your home, such as the kitchen, near bedrooms, and near fireplaces or stove. Every floor of your home, including the basement, should have at least one smoke alarm. Replace smoke detector batteries once a year. Check your alarm clock at least twice a year.
We have come to the conclusions. It is critical to emphasize that better approach towards this kind of accidents need to be avoided as early as possible. construction accidents are injuries or property damage that occur during the process of building, improving, repairing, cleaning, demolishing, or reconstructing a facility. In the construction sector, accidents can result in both property damage and personal injuries. Continuous effort to improve ourselves need to be done quickly and efficiently to ensure a healthy and safe future. That's all from us. Thank you.